All right, everyone, welcome back. Today's guest, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, so my name is Chris, and I live in Minnesota. So today, I got a little bit of a weird story, but this story, we're going to take you back to 2011, 2012. I would have been 18, 19 years old, and so it was probably a September, October-ish night. That's the first thing I remember about the night, but anyways, I had just gotten off of work, and I went and met up with a buddy of mine also named Chris that I had known since elementary school. And we went and hung out at this dude's house that lived in this weird apartment, and his name was Tony. We went to Tony's place, and we were just chilling, listening to music, and started drinking some beers. Not a big deal. Well, then my buddy Chris starts getting a little snaky drunk, and I'm just like, wow, whatever. Trying to let's go put him to bed, Tony. So we go to Tony's bedroom. Tony puts on Uncle Buck, and I'm just chilling, watching Uncle Buck. Chris is falling asleep, whatever. Tony's chilling. I just hear this whistling, first off. And it's just not even like regular whistling, like, it's just like, and I start feeling something on my neck. And it doesn't feel like someone's like trying to choke me out or something, It feels like someone's like trying to get a piggyback riding, essentially. And I go, Tony, what the hell is going on here, dude? Like, I don't understand. And he's like, oh, well, there was a girl that was killed in this room years ago. And I go, what the hell do you mean, Tony? And he goes, dude, yeah, there's a girl that was killed here. I'm like, you're joking. You're joking, Tony. And he goes, nah. She's cool, though. I'm like, what do you mean this thing's cool? He goes, she likes you, man. That's why she was giving you a hug, like, from behind. I was like, okay. I'm not into that type of stuff. So then, 10 minutes later, my buddy Chris wakes up, and they live in this weird, like, it used to be an old school years ago. This place, like, 100-some years old. And so, like, Chris goes, hey, Tony, let's go downstairs in the basement, man. And I'm like, what? I'm not going down in the basement. Well, what did I have to do? Go down in the basement. So first things first, you walk down this set of stairs because it's like a regular apartment complex at this point. And there's a laundry room right there. And so if you take a right, there's a hallway. So you walk right down the hallway, and you get to the point where there's this half door. And so, like, I'm looking, I'm like, this is a little weird. This is shady. I'm, like, shaking and stuff. And then in the corner of the room, I see, like, red dots like, floating around in the corner of the room. And I go, Tony, what the hell is that? And he goes, oh, it's okay, man. Well, when you're looking at this room, you can see there's little handprints on the wall, and it says "Help Me" on the wall, like literally something you would see in a movie.
Oh, that's some Blair Witch shit right there.
Yep. So I look at Tony and Chris, and I go, dudes, I'm gonna die. So I go up, and I'm like, I'm out of here, peace. So I try to go out the exit door, look outside, and I see something green run across the lawn. It literally looked like an animal. And I'm like, oh, God, it's outside, it's inside. So we go back into Tony's apartment. I'm just trying to calm down. And I'm not a religious dude, so Tony has this cross, and he goes, oh, man, wear this cross. All right, put on the cross. And I'm sitting there holding it like, don't get me, come on now. Well, then Tony goes, all right, you want this stuff to stop, grab the Bible and turn it to a certain page, like page 26, let's just say. So I go to the Bible, page 25, And then it goes to page 27. Page 26 isn't there. And you know how a regular book goes, 25 and 6 would be together, or 26, 7 would be together. I'm like, what is going on, Tony? And he goes, oh, dude, they took it out of the book. Like, what do you mean they took it out of the book? Like, they did, dude. And I'm like, oh, God, Tony, I'm going to kill you. So then Tony goes, we need to listen to this. I'm like, what do you mean? So we go out into the apartment complex hallway, go upstairs, and there's this like little, it's a chimney, but there's like a lock on it and a little door that kind of looks like an old laundry chute. So he puts his ear against it and he's like, dude, I hear growling. And he goes, you want to hear it? I'm like, hell no, I want to hear it. Well, then the padlock starts going back and forth. I'm like, Tony, I'm not feeling this anymore, man. So then we go back into his apartment, and I'm trying to just chill at this point. I'm trying to relax. Well, he's wearing this Metallica t-shirt, and it's one that says metal up your ass, and it's literally like a toilet, and there's a spike coming out of it. And this is not a glow-in-the-dark t-shirt, mind you. Well, Tony's shirt starts glowing, like the back of it, and it starts glowing blue, and I go, Tony, dude, your shirt is glowing. And he goes, no, it ain't glowing, man. Oh, then it started moving around to the front of his shirt where he could see it. And he goes, oh, shit, you're right, it is. Like, I wouldn't lie to you, Tony. So then Tony goes, I'm going to go to the bathroom quick. All right, cool. So at the time I had, stupid like Motorola, Razr, or whatever, cell phone. So I took a picture, because in his bedroom there was 3 orbs floating around. 2 of them are blue, 1 of them was white. I take a picture, and I take a couple pictures. I'm like, all right, I got to show these to Tony, see what the hell he thinks. So I show him, and he goes, oh yeah, those are there nightly. I go, okay. Why didn't she say something? He goes, I don't want to freak you out, man. You already freaked out enough. Well, screw you, Tony. So I'm just sitting there with my passed out buddy at this point in time, Chris, and Tony, trying to just chill. And Tony's got all these posters on the wall, and they're all nailed up. Well, then, all of a sudden, one of them falls down out of nowhere. I go, Tony, what the hell was that? I'm like, all your posters are nailed up, dude. They're not going to just fall like that. Oh, must be a poltergeist. I'm like, what the hell do you mean a poltergeist? And he goes, dude, look up in the corner in the ceiling. I do. Something green is shown in the corner. It looked like something that was glowing in the dark. So I was like, oh my God, Tony, I'm done, bro. I'm done. So then I end up staying awake this whole night because I cannot fall asleep because I'm so freaked out by this shit. Next morning, Chris and I wake up. Tony's awake, and I go, Tony, what the hell happened last night? He goes, check the Bible, man. Gotta go look for page 26. Okay. First off, page 26 is there again.
Is it? It's the same one.
Same Bible. Awkward, creepy. So then so I asked Tony because he has this one little he has a rug on top of carpeting in his bedroom. First off, and I go, Tony, what's up with that that little rug on the carpeting? And he goes, oh, dude, you know that ghost that was on you last night? Yeah. So she got killed in this room. And I'm like, how do you know, Tony? For real. He lifts up that rug. And he goes, that's a blood stain. He goes, they've replaced the carpeting in here 4 times since I've lived here, and it keeps coming back. And I go, thanks, Tony.
Wow.
So then, us being brave guys trying to go down in the basement again in the morning, we go down to that half door area, and there's a little rocking horse in there. And those two idiots walk down by this stupid rocking horse. I stand back by that half door because I'm like, I don't want to go too far away from them, but I'm not going into there. Well, you can see there's another room in there, and they saw on the inside of it, and I barely saw it, but I was there. There's literally like a hole covering the wall, and it looked like a person, like a kid. And it was like, holy shit. And then once they saw that, this stupid rocking horse started moving by itself. Real nice and fast. Like, it was one of the freakiest experiences that you could ever have.
So my question to you was, these orbs, were they creating their own light source, or were they being reflected off of something else?
They were creating their own light source because the only thing that Tony had in his bedroom that could have created any type of light would have been a VCR, because we were watching Uncle Buck on VHS.
Hell yeah.
And the only thing that had would have been the light for the clock, and the clock was green. So, and the weirdest thing about it too is like I was telling you in the messages, so I showed people on my phone before it died those pictures. Well, then I go to charge my phone, because it's dead or about to die. Well, then the phone battery just kills. So I'll go, okay, I got an extra backup phone, because everybody had the same kind of phone in my family. So I put the battery in there, put everything in there, try to get everything back. I can't get the picture. Every picture is there aside from the one of the orbs. So like pictures of my dog and stuff are there.
Yeah, I have a similar. Not to get too into it, but I have a similar story. I had taken a picture in Gettysburg, and it's probably the best picture I've ever taken because I got a full body apparition in this picture, and it was on just like a regular digital camera, like one of those, early 2000s digital cameras.
Yep.
And I took the SD card out a few years ago because I wanted to print this picture out to show people. And what do you know? The one picture that ended up being corrupt out of the entire camera was that one. So I can't get it. It's corrupt for some reason.
See, and that part absolutely sucks. Like, the only other situation that I've had of the picture being perfect was when I was in high school, I was in photography class. And in the daytime, I went and took a picture of this cemetery by my school. And it's got an angel inside of it, like right at the front of the cemetery. Well, I was able to take a perfect picture in the daylight of one half of the angel was completely light, and the other half was completely dark. Like, that's the only cool experience I've had with pictures other than these stupid orb pictures.
Yeah. So, thanks for coming on the channel, telling your story. Where can everyone find you?
Everyone can find me on Twitter at OderChris, and I mean, they can just hit me up on there if they want to talk more. And if they're into wrestling, that's something more for your other channel. But I am 1/3 of a podcast, so come hit me up on Twitter and I'll tell you about it.
All right. Well, awesome story. It was, fun talking about it. And hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And until next time, live the paradox.